Damn. All right.
All you with me.
Hey. What up, though? I'm trying to get this motherfucking level 90 real quick. Hey. That's all. There we go. That's all? Damn. Alright, here we go. Let me change this real quick. Hey, minor adjustments on the mic. There we go. Alright, let's get this shit. Alright. Oh. Start off by getting an assist. And defense in my career is bad because you can't leave, you can't help no more. Hey. Made that shit too. Alright, here we go. Come on. Back to back. Going both ways. Ah, that's on me. I shouldn't have reached. It's hard to steal because I ain't got my steals up. Who is that, Beasley? Just doubling. Now he's back at the top. Oh, we just go past him there. Fuck it. There we go. Draw the foul. Picasso. Man, the reach is so bad this year. Might as well not even reach. Oh my God. Whatever. All right. Oh my God. Oh, good steal. Come on, man. Body him up. Oh, that should have been a steal. It's gonna take forever now. Oh, you shot that? Oh, got him. There we go. I wasn't paying attention. That's on me. Over here trying to get the chat right. Oh. Let's go. All right, we kept the game tied up. Oh, good pass. Our team want to win now, too? Let me get that. Oh, that's what I want to learn. Oh. Hey, pull up, easy. Oh, came off. Oh, he's shooting that. All right, the team want to win still. Damn. I wasn't getting that rebound. Put me back in, coach. Put me back in, coach. We up a little bit. I don't even think I got that many steals this year yet. Let's go. Oh, come on, see? Like my dude gets retarded when I go for steals. I can't go for steals yet. I gotta put that shit up first. But that's Giannis. I don't want no part of this. Hey. Oh, got you. I don't know why he didn't just steal the pass. There we go. Oh, that's good defense. There, I got you. Skirt. Let's go. Oh, I let it too early. I need a faster jump shot. Oh, that's all. Fuck. Giannis came out there. 2 bad shots in a row. I gotta make a bucket next possession. Otherwise, it's gonna be tough. Uh-oh, Giannis scoring that. Nope. Oh. Come on, come on, come on. Oh. Oh. Oh, I gotta be hot to make that. Giannis will let him shoot that all game. Oh. Slow ass pass, my bad. Oh, got you. We're just gonna make it easy. No lobs either. Should have bounced past it next time. See that how that is. Took him out. Gotta do what you gotta do, man. I caught this one too happy. Hey, little bitch. Oh shit, you trying to get away, motherfucker. Made that shit though. Oh. Oh, I fucked that up. I fucked that up. I was trying to hop step. Oh, come on. Try to get the charge. I was too far out. There we go. Oh, that's too early. All right. Just slowing him down. That's on me. I was about to say. It's definitely not on me. Hey. And one. All right. Damn. Too fast. Good shot. I gotta make my shots now. Hey! There we go. Who's trying to cook him? Oh, shit. Man, I'm not guarding him. Hey, get over here. Giannis. DeRozan. Hey! Come on, he was there. What'd I do? Hold the ball too long? Yeah. There we go. Finally. I had to say that shit don't even work no more. Get up. Oh shit, I fucked up and gave my dribble up. Hey. Okay, if that's it, then I'm over. If that's it, if that's all I gotta do, it's over. Buy this nigga some accessories if that's it. Oh, good. Oh, okay. He close enough, I guess. That was 99. Let me get that. Hey! They need a timeout, coach. Got him with a hezzy. That's it. Double. Oh, he kicked it out. Oh, good pass. Oh, come on, man. That other dude didn't get in my way. Double. Can't double in the middle. I jump. Bump. He's about to say he's still going for it here. Come on, bro. The bullshit. I know I released it a little early, but gotta get a faster shot. Somebody put a faster shot in the chat for me. Oh. Alright, whatever. I'm just trying to see what I can do with the badge. Giannis? Holy shit. Let me get that. Hey. I left him in the corner. I chased the cutter and that on accident. Ooh. Oh. Alright, that's ass. Can't make a shot no more. Alright, I just gotta go back to my bread and butter then. It's the fourth quarter though, we up. Fucking foul. Here we go. I'm low-key trying to remember how to dribble, but I can't right now because my batteries, my energy is dead. My batteries is dead. Hold on. Dang, he just shot that bit. All right, here we go. Let me get some easy bucket. Oh, I got Giannis on me. Oh, he pushed me out. Can't get no easy buckets on Giannis. Oh, yeah, we still got to play. It's still a bit of a game here. Let's go. Oh, this bitch ass nigga, bro. God, I can't make nothing no more. I'm tired. Hold up, slow down, bro. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Don't keep shooting. Slow it up, bro. He blocked it too a little bit. it's too easy. It's too easy, but I can't make it because I'm tired. To be honest, I wasn't guarding none of that. All right, let's go. Hey, he shot it. Okay. Let's go. Inside out game. Come on, I not have to dribble. Bad shot selection. Get the frick out of here. I was wide open. All right, so yeah, we're gonna play the next game. I'm trying to get to motherfucking 90 today. No bullshit. I got at least 10 games to go, probably, or 8. Hopefully, I can get it done today.
If it is Mr. Rookie of the Month.
Rookie of the month. Let me drink this shit.
CJ, what up, bro?
MP, what's up, man? How you doing?
Hey, you know, I'm great, bro. Just getting ready to teach your old man some new
Skip all of this shit. On some real shit. There we go. Oh. I didn't want to pass it, but that motherfucker almost made me lose it. Oh, I gotta guard Zion. Holy shit. I already knew that was coming. And they got this tall ass motherfucker guarding me. This shit gonna be a tough game. Holy shit. This is gonna be a tough game. I gotta pay attention a little bit. At least at the beginning, I gotta set the tone. That's what I didn't do last game. Thank you for reminding me, Mr. Ingram. Oh, about to say he'll miss that one. Hey, he ain't get it. Okay, they up by what, 7? Okay, can't make that no more. They already patched something. God, come on, man. That's supposed to go in. Oh, he made that. What the? Why would he step so far back? One of those games where the team's gonna have to let me know if we're gonna win this one or not.
Hey, who's got Brandon, man?
Hey. I needed that bucket. Thanks for giving me this. The point, bro. We in 2-3 zone now. Keep the big man in the paint. Hey, I'm talking about he's too little. That's all. Holy, almost. This fast little motherfucker. Get that dude out of here, bro. Bringing him in here, he little. Oh, got him. Let's go. Got around the corner on him. Oh shit, I forgot it's 2-3. Hey. Pushed him back, hit the fade, let's go. Oh, that's some bullshit. Too little. Come on, come on, come on. Let me get the ball, let me get the ball, let me get the ball. Hey! Oh, fuck, I forgot it's 2-3 zone. Hey! And one. 2-3 zones, fun. Right in the middle. Bang! 2-3 zone. Yeah, I was about to say, ain't gonna shoot it. They're trying to get the final shot. Got it. Took the lead before half. Had to concentrate a little bit. Well, that's it, huh? Crazy. Highlight part of the game. Where we at? Number 7. We coming. Let him shoot it. Hey. Another one. Let's go. Almost. Try to go for 3 for 3 or something like that. Fucking foul.
That's fine. No problem.
Zion shooting threes. Oh, should have passed it in the corner, but I was already shooting it. Backcourt violation. Young ball. Nigga. Oh. This motherfucker. He hitting that too. They up by 2 now. Yeah, that's a little screen. Give it right back to you. He can have that. We ain't tripping. There we go. I'm trying to do that for like 2 days now. Just come off the screen, set your feet, and shoot. That's it. That shot is just so slow. That ain't gonna work. Hey. Like I said, that ain't gonna work, but that will. Sheesh. Got big down there one time. Damn, for real. Hey, that's what I'm talking about, bro. God damn, man. Make a fucking free throw. Miss both. Okay. I had to change my free throw to something easier. Bro, just give it back. There we go, he too little. Two-point game. He too little. Put him in there. They hitting threes now in the fucking man, so I mean in the zone. Back at him though, huh? Defense clamped up a little bit. Hey! Skip all this shit, boy. Oh yeah, that was me. Oh, they put me on the bench after all that? Crazy. Now we down. And at the free throw line. Make one. Let's go back to zone. Oh, we can't go back to zone. I think I only got to call zone because I was at point guard for a possession or two. Holy shit, bro. I was trying to hop jump, not whatever that was. To the middle. I'm gonna try to go. God damn. I ain't have to that time. Let's go all the way. Hey! I couldn't get it. I Euro because I thought I was gonna get fouled or get blocked. And let me get it. Holy shit. Really? $42 points, A minus. If we lose, I'm traded. Zion for 3. Up by 5. 2 minutes to go. Or 4, my bad. No, 5 actually. I'm just gonna go all the way. Two-minute warning. Free throws. They won't give me nothing, bro. Holy shit, how am I almost injured? What kind of... Let's say, that's my shot, too. Bro, give me the ball. I'm about to say I gotta get fouled, bro. Still can't make free throws, though. This is insane. I gotta check and see if my shit changed. Cause I was making them last night. Now I can't make none. Can't make shit no more. It's a wrap. 44 points. Couldn't be. It wasn't enough. I still got a chance, but it's gonna be tough. That was supposed to be it, right there. Damn, bro. Can't make nothing. My dude is motherfucking tired. I'm asking for a trade. Fuck this team.
I thought you was gonna teach your old man some new tricks.
Nigga. You don't shut the fuck up. Bitch ass motherfucker. I ain't trying to hear that shit right now. I'm trying to get to level 90. Mark Cuban in my DMs, all these weird ass niggas, man, boy. I can't put nothing up yet. Let's go. I got a lot more games to play. Let's try to get this win, bro. I should get some playmaking boost, huh? I don't want to start buying that shit right now, though. You dig?
Player of the month. We got a baller coming.
Hey.
We have a very interesting subject this morning, and of course, it'll probably be interesting and unsolved when we finish, because it deals with one of the most curious and neglected areas of human research, and that is the magnetic fields, not only of man, but of the universe and of the smallest atom. The beginning of the study of magnetism can be traced back to Egypt, and the staffs and wands of the ancient priests were instruments of magnetic conjuring. Also, we find the Greeks used it, and among the Greeks and early Egyptians, we have the first understanding of the nature of magnetism. It was used principally in healing. It was well known to Pythagoras, who gave us considerable information on the subject, which was promptly forgotten by everybody else.
Right.
Then we have little knowledge of it, except through the Arabs. The Chinese were aware of it because of the discovery of the mariner's compass. But for the most part, it was neglected until the 17th century, when it became involved in the story of Rosicrucianism. The alchemists, the Rosicrucians, and the Hermetists all were unfolding phases of magnetic theory. The first, probably in more modern times, to use it for healing purposes was Paracelsus of Hohenheim. It was also used strongly by the Rosicrucians and written about in considerable detail by Robert Fludd, who was one of the great Rosicrucian apologists. It was also very well known to Athanasius Kircher, the great Jesuit scholar, but for the most part it was ignored. Then we come down a little later and we come upon a curious instrument, Mesmer's magnetic tub. This was a kind of tank in which many people put their feet at the same time and held hands and created a battery out of the water in the tank. It was studied carefully by Cagliostro. It is also known that it interested Saint Germain profoundly,
right,
but it annoyed Benjamin Franklin all to pieces. He was never able to like the idea at all.
Benjamin Franklin.
After the developments of Mesmer, which were promptly denied by nearly every field of science, the matter dropped into comparative obscurity until more recent times, when within the last 20-25 years it has been revived strongly. And it's this revival we want to talk about a little this morning, because it is one of the most interesting phases of our study of life. It is interesting that we should use magnetism so continuously and yet never really understand what it is.
Exactly.
The old folks of the Greek and Egyptian period represented the human being as contained within a kind of bubble. This bubble was referred to also by the physician and who did the human atmosphere studies, Dr. Kilner of the University of Liverpool. Incidentally, the magnetic theory is based upon a very simple fact, namely that what we call empty air is not empty at all. It is the most profoundly used all the elements that we know anything about. We all live within air and have our being, and we know that if air fails, we die.
We die.
But what we do not realize is that air is not just some oxygen or helium or something of this nature. Air is something in itself. It is a substance of itself. It is a substance so real and so important that it's almost impossible to estimate it. It is a tremendous field of magnetic energy. The atmosphere carries the magnetism of the sun. Ptolemy of Alexandria was one of the first to recognize the manifestations or emanations of solar light as containing an energy in addition to merely a luminous factor. The study of the magnetic powers of the sun will be more or less clearly understood by the study of the seasons. Winter, summer, spring, and these things have all to do with a magnetic factor in the air. And we think of it only as in trying to explain it as a physical astronomical phenomena, since as the rotation and revolutions of the sun and planets. But each of these planets is a field of magnetic energy. And this energy comes to us through what we call air. Now, what is air actually? Well, we have scientific definitions of it.
Right.
But there's something more to it than that. Air is something in itself. It is a substance. It is not only a condition of climate or of weather, it is a basic factor in the contributions which make up existence. One thing we have learned from television is that air transmits.
Right.
We know, for instance, that we can have all kinds of programs on the air at the same time. And they can come from all directions. And they can overlap and interlap. But each one will remain separately identified as though it was moving in a channel or circuit of its own. And all these scrambling films, some of which are scrambled inside as well as outside, are working on one atmosphere. And that atmosphere is keeping each one of them in a perfect orbit of its own. You can have a dozen programs, if you turn them on, turn them off, but none of those programs is going through the air in the form we see it. We see the murder committed on the screen, and we see it broadcast into a theater somewhere or into a home. But it isn't the murder that's going into the home. The murder has not been visible when it went through the air. Something went through was vibration. And this vibration in the magnetic field can be divided into an infinite complexity of separate emanations. In other words, if we had 1,000 different channels, they could be differentiated in the magnetic field so that each one would be broadcast correctly and properly for whatever it is. Thus, we realize there's something out there besides air, something besides helium and oxygen, something besides the ordinary factors we take into consideration scientifically. We are in the presence of a mysterious agent.
Definitely is
an
mysterious.
Agent that is part of everything that we are. Now, studying magnetism as it comes into the human body, we discover along with Hilda that each human body is surrounded by an etheric or energy field. This energy field is sometimes referred to as an aura, but it is not the true aura that we think of in metaphysics. This magnetic field is an area of energy. This area of energy forms an egg-like atmospheric sheath around the physical body, usually extending 3 to 5 feet from it in each direction. This energy field is the basis of virtue. Because this energy field depends for its reality, its serviceability, and its protecting power to mood, emotion, thought, and the attitudes of the person around which this magnetic field is gathered. In other words, the individual, if they are normal, if mentally, emotionally, and physically, they are keeping the rules, this magnetic field forms a tremendous protection. It is normal, it is healthy, it is constantly able to handle infections and all kinds of difficulties. It will help to heal wounds. It will help to recover the use of functions and organs. And if we are deprived of some part of the body, it will try to compensate for us. as long as the individual takes proper care of his magnetic field, it will serve him. Now, this is a phase of morality that is generally overlooked. It is assumed that these magnetic fields are something you don't pay much attention to. They're there, maybe they'll help a little. But the truth of the matter is that practically the whole survival of the individual depends upon maintaining the integrity of this flow of energy into the magnetic field. This energy comes from the sun.
I thought I could shoot
It comes through a mysterious energy tube in the magnetic field. It enters the individual through the crown of the head. It disseminates through the entire body, and it's excreted back again through the lower centers of the body and is recleansed by the solar energy. This is a kind of a little private tank or capsule of life that we are all carrying about with us all the time. Now, the problem of morality in this is very definite. The moment we break rules, we damage that magnetic flow. We have got to keep the laws of nature, and these in turn are the laws of God, or the magnetic field fails. It can fail because of physical intemperances, which reduce its integrity and reduce its power. It can be wasted in riotous living, which is a common cause these days. It can be variously destroyed by moods, by attitudes, by fears, by complexes. It can be destroyed or damaged by alcohol, drugs, narcotics, all kinds of things. But if this field is damaged, it immediately reacts into health.
Good steel, bro.
It damages the individual's vitality. It makes him more easily subject to contagions and infections, and it definitely shortens the life expectancy. Now, if this is the so, why do we want to consider it as a moral factor? In other words, what is morality? To the ancients, it was obedience to the words of God or the laws of God. In more modern times, with more intelligent people, it is obedience with the evident will of deity as manifested in creation. Virtue lies in whatever builds up the magnetic fields. Vice is that which tears them down. No human interception can interfere with this in any way. Therefore, if we are good, it's not because the book says we should be. It's not because it was thundered by the laws on Sinai. It is because we keep the rules of the integration of the human structure, that we use the magnetic fields correctly and protect our health and our happiness and our well-being in that way. Now, we think of the magnetic field as surrounding the entire structure of the body, as Kilner shows in his work on the human atmosphere, and Babbitt also in his study of the atom. This, however, is only a phase of it. Each part of the body has a magnetic field. Each unit within the individual has its survival in a unit of energy. And this unit of energy is present in the smallest subdivision of imaginable space. It is in the tiniest atom. There is no such a thing as a dead particle in the universe. Even if it is killed by something, the very disintegrating process is a symbol of life energy. Therefore, we are confronted with the natural problem of realizing that virtue is to keep the law of the energy field. Now, the law of the energy field, just by coincidence, is also the law of integrity. The energy field is what establishes right and wrong. Go. The energy field tells us that to lose our disposition and temperament is wrong. To use various negative, destructive attitudes is wrong. To compromise the principles of right living is wrong. To think badly, to feel unpleasantly, to be engaged in any action or concept which is contrary to the common good, damages the magnetic field and therefore is wrong. Selfishness injures that field. Every vice we know, the breaking of any of the 10 Commandments and a number of other rules, results in damage to that field. It has nothing to do with nation. It has nothing to do with the ordinary concepts of codes. because the final code itself is based upon the life principle in each part of the human constitution. So we have each little cell has its own moral responsibilities. The stomach has its own magnetic field. The stomach is not simply an organ. It is an organism. It is a living thing within the human body. The same is true of the heart, the brain, the glandular structure, all the organs, the intestines, all the motor system, the nervous system, the endocrine system. These are all entities. They are entities of magnetic unities. They are part of living organisms that are cooperating together for the common good. To abuse one is to damage all. To neglect one is to neglect all. Each of these organs has its own field in the body. And all these fields together constitute the grand magnetic field that surrounds the complete person. Now we go inside of this for a moment to see what we're dealing with. So we go back to Pythagoras, who was very timely in that. He tells us that in Egypt there was a temple in which therapy was the result of this contemplation of symmetrical geometric solids. In other words, the images of therapy were mathematical cubes, octagons, and various forms, dodecahedrons, each one placed upon a kind of altar or pedestal for the contemplation of the sufferer. All were symmetric geometric solids, perfect and complete in structure. To look upon them was therapeutic, because to look upon them accepted their energy as a reality in our lives. Now these stone solids apparently were not alive. They only gave the impression of value, but actually they were alive. Every form in nature, natural or artificial, has a magnetic field. From the tiniest atom to the greatest galaxy, the magnetic fields are present, and the rules of each of them must be obeyed. Now, if an individual looking at a geometric solid sees in it a perfect proportion, this realization enters into the subconscious life of the person. The imagery of that solid is sent into the consciousness in the form of a benevolent magnetic center. It means that the individual is seeing a harmony, is seeing something in perfect order and perfect correctness. And in visualizing it, wherever we see perfection, it improves ourselves. Wherever we accept discord as inevitable, it injures ourselves. Everywhere looking around us in nature, we see that all natural things are benevolent. It is only when these are abused, mostly by humanity, that these benevolences are lost. So we find that we live in a universe in which everything is in harmony if we are. Now we can say, of course, that somebody else might be out of harmony, and this could injure us. Actually, it's not quite true. The magnetic field which protects us against any negative magnetic field that does not arise within ourselves. We are not contaminated by other people, unless by our very conscious weakness or our intellectual weakness or our emotional weakness, we surrender our integrity to the attitudes of other people. If we commit misdemeanors of one kind or another, we are responsible by the effect of these mistakes on our own magnetic field. Now the magnetic field not only covers this type of thing, but it covers elimination. The intestinal walls, all of this type of thing is damaged, as we know, by hysteria, by various moods. The individual becomes ill because of a bad disposition. Now we consider this to be just symbol of something that happens that way, but it is not. The individual is sickened by dispositional fault, is sickened because he has damaged the magnetic field of some essential part of his own nature. If he has damaged the magnetic field of his digestive system, he will have dyspepsia. And if the dyspepsia lasts long enough and the magnetic field is thickened long enough, then enduring chronic ailments can set in. No individual actually is infected entirely from himself, but never completely without himself.
Oh, God.
All of these unities of fact must be in harmony. Now, in the Rosicrucian philosophy, we had alchemy, the transmutation of various phases of life. Alchemy was a transformation and a transmutation of energies. And these energies are essentially the same ones that we have in magnetism. We therefore have a constant realization that everything we do and everything that we see and have has values of its own. Now let us pick up a pebble from the beach, and we suddenly realize that we're in the presence of a little stone. Today there is quite an interest in little stones, all kinds of stones. We are interested in the crystals that form in rocks and all these types of things. But crystals are formed by magnetism. They are formed by a rate of vibration peculiar to a certain element. And that particular rate of vibration can evolve through the mineral, plant, vegetable, and animal. It is always present. There is a magnetic core on each kingdom, and each kingdom unfolds within this magnetic field. And within each of the composite fields, individual members of the fields with various degrees of growth are variously individually conditioned. Everywhere, this process of keeping faith with integrity becomes the natural secret of security, survival, and world peace. Now, we can say that it would be very unlikely that we'll say a potato could have a magnetic field of its own.
Potato.
But it does. In fact, every cell within the potato has a magnetic field of its own. Therefore, we come into the problem of nutrition. And nutrition is very largely the study of the magnetic fields of various food products. It also tells us what happens when these food products are adulterated or are variously misused or poisonous elements are introduced into them. All this is part of a mystery that is solved in magnetism. We pass laws against these misuses, but we fail to realize that it is not just the physical factor that we have to work with. The physical factor is only a fragment of it. The main problem is to realize that behind all of these problems, whether of government or of religion or of philosophy, all these things are in trouble because of lack of integrity. And integrity is simply keeping the laws and rules of energy fields. Each field has its own integrities. All integrities in all fields are compatible. All lack of integrities, all departures from integrity in any or all fields are in conflict constantly. The only way the individual can escape conflict is by never abusing the energy factors of his own life. He must never abuse his body, his emotions, or his mind. He must never permit himself to develop attitudes that are incompatible with the integrities which nature has bestowed. The magnetic fields are absolutely honest. There is no possible way of making them dishonest. The only thing we can do with them is to destroy or limit the manifestation of their integrity. If we break the rule, we lose the benefit of that particular energy. When we lose that benefit, we then say that evil has come to us. But it is not an evil thing that has come to us. It is the failure of a good thing to be developed and purified and intensified. Now, the elementary fields, the magnetic fields, are also in a state of constant evolution. They're in evolution in the life of the person. The individual may be born on a certain level of magnetic integrity. If he becomes a better person, he strengthens these values in himself, because actually it is all a matter of gradually strengthening the perfection of an energy resource. Now, no one is going to perfect it in one life or 100 lives maybe. But he's going to grow.
Maybe.
And the more integrity grows, the more rapidly the individual becomes harmoniously adjusted to the principle of life to which he belongs. In our world at the present time, we are in a sad state in which practically everyone has broken every conceivable rule. We are living day by day, trying to live off the profits from our own mistakes. And this is not really profitable. We are not realizing that this has nothing to do primarily with the theology. This has nothing to do with laws of government. This has nothing to do actually with our legal codes. It has to do with the relationship of energy to its proper ends and purposes. We know what it's supposed to be, we know what it's supposed to do, and we know that it isn't accomplishing that. Now we would say that something we might say as integrity is not a thing. It is something, an attitude. It is an approach to a thing. But this is not really true. Integrity is also a magnetic field. Everything is. Sorrow is a magnetic field. Ocean water is a magnetic field. Everything that has an existence has a magnetic field. It may have one that is not even visible. And the whole of our atmosphere, the whole of the world in which we live, is one mass of magnetic interplays. But as long as these are kept honest, they are all compatible. And a universe in which there was no dishonesty would be free from every infirmity. But it's not possible as yet to achieve this. But we can achieve to varying degrees of it, and we can exceed and excel the amount we are born with if we decide to stay with it for the duration of our lives. Therefore, we can look around us and see what constitutes a magnetic field. Let us take, for instance, our television industry, which is in very poor shape at the present time. Television is actually using magnetism. It is part of a world of electronics, which we consider now to be simply a physical thing. So we say to ourselves, we have all these stations, great many of them, and they are all broadcasting on various wavelengths. Among others, we have a special station for the police department. We have a special station for the fire department. We have all kinds of internal usages of these mechanisms which we call transmissions. But when we get all through with it, television transmission is a work achieved by energy. There is an energy field, and it is unfolding and developing in a larger energy field. The atmosphere through which these messages pass is itself a great field of life, and it is alive. Space is alive. Space is not merely some atoms alive in a vacuum. Space itself as a substance and essence is part of the great magnetism of the sun. Now we have here all these stations broadcasting on their own wavelengths. Now into this magnetic field, which we call the atmosphere, is dumped a conglomerate you wouldn't believe. There's all kinds of things. Not only the conglomerate of the television, but the conglomerate of senates and houses of representatives and the various governments, religions pouring their influences into it. This atmosphere, which we can see right through if it isn't for the smog, is continuously being filled with something. And yet with all that, this thing which we call atmosphere, and is empty, so-called, nothing to see, is able to differentiate those stations so perfectly that what you see here will go through that air, and there's no image going through the air. And it will come out again in another receiving set, proving conclusively that in its entire transmission, perhaps around the world, it was never for one moment deprived of its integrity or its individuality. It was never massed into other things. Now occasionally we make a mistake and try to put too many things on one channel, but that is up to us. If we do it right, there'll always be a channel. For anything, we want a channel that way. But it will always come through, although it is coming through a medium which we can't see, and at any point along the way, there's no program noticeable. No program possible. But at a proper point, a receiving station can recreate that particular program in all its detail, although it was passed through maybe thousands of miles of so-called empty atmosphere. And all these different channels have never become confused unless we have improperly channeled them. So we have all this proof that there is something out there in space. Now that what's out there in space is also subject to toxin. We can say that sun broadcasts are toxic. We can say that anything that goes through that space, which by vibratory rate is not good, is damaging not only itself, but its recipients, and is also poisoning the channel. As long as we have corrupt patterns, as long as aggressive commercialism,
Put the free
as
throw up,
long
and
as
I can't make
corruption
any free
is
throws.
indulged in over the airways, we will have magnetic sickness in the air. We will have it in the air, and it will permeate our homes, our families, our governments, and our nations. We will sicken that level through which that particular energy flows, so that the energies that we use for communication have their own sicknesses. They have their own vibratory rates. And the problem is the corruption of a communication media does not mean that the individual will have a complete collapse of his system. It will mean only that that part of his system which is turned into that community medium will be damaged. He can go right on, go to church, and build up that one. But in the meantime, however, the television is tearing down another energy field. Now, as you tear down these energy fields, which most people don't even know exist or believe in, you are also opening yourself to all kinds of sickness and also all kinds of moral energy decay. You are opening yourself to the corruptions of the life principles which are necessary to maintain you. The moment you damage a level of integrity in your own magnetism, that level of integrity becomes sick. The moment that becomes sick, part of the defense against exterior problems is reduced. The only way in which the individual can be really dominated by anything except himself is when he sells out his own energy and becomes negative to other things. He has to relinquish his own integrity before he can be damaged by outside forces.
Damn.
There isn't enough evil in all the world to destroy the integrity of one person. He must destroy it himself, or compromise it, or relax it, or be talked into something. But it has to be his own action. Therefore, the damages are, in a sense, not only moral, but are absolutely just in their actual integrities. And this is the way in which, apparently, as the Chinese noted, the universe creates the concept of right and wrong. This right and wrong is simply a matter of what builds up and what tears down the essential energies upon which life depends. So we have this problem in every field of life. We have it in the narcotics problem. We have it in a large part of commercialism. We have it wherever there is an attitude of putting profit in advance or over integrity. Wherever the individual makes this compromise, he immediately becomes a part of this particular problem. Now we'll take another phase of it. The person is looking with his eyes at something that he sees. He can be reading a book. He can be watching a television. He can be outside watching a horse race. He can be outside watching a golf ball. Whatever he is doing, his eyes are receiving energy. The energy is the magnetism which carries the image from the outside to his own inner optical centers. Is like the same thing as in the case of television. The golf ball definitely does not go in from the golf field into his eye. What goes into his eye is no golf ball. but it is a potential which will immediately be reactivated into the appearance of a golf ball. He will see it because it was changed into an energy formula, received into himself, and then reinterpreted again as what he has seen. And he will have no knowledge of anything except what he saw. Now, this is becoming more and more obvious to us as we go further into the study of computers. This is all part of the process of things being changed from what they appear to be to the energy equivalents of themselves, and then restored to their forms in order to be perceptible to our various faculty perceptions. Therefore, again, everything becomes a matter of keeping the energy fields clean. And the only way they can be kept clean is by using them properly. Now, the two people watching a golf game may see the same game. One is interested merely in the fact that it is a recreation. The other person may be very competitive, determined to win at all costs, and perfectly willing to cheat a little if it can win quicker. In the first place, the energy is perfectly okay. The vibrations are normal. But in the second, ulterior motives have entered into the playing of the game. And this is something that is troubling us throughout the sports world at the present time. Practically every sport has been commercialized. And by commercialization, we simply mean that it is no longer a sport, but a means of profit to some and loss to others. The moment this happens, the magnetic field is tainted. And from that time on, everyone who takes on the negative attitude damages himself. Now, 99 people may take it on and damage themselves, but 100th person who does not take it on does not damage themselves, simply because the others do. The idea that damage is contagious, or actually infectious, is only true if the individual who is the recipient is basically inconsistent with integrity themselves. There is no reason why anyone should recognize the fact that another person is capable of contributing to their delinquency. For it is said definitely that many may fall upon the right hand and many upon the left hand, but the just person shall not be moved. We are all, therefore, wrong when we say that civilization is destroying us. That is not true. What is destroying us is our acceptance into our own inner life of the shortcomings and mistakes that we associate with civilization. We get into a political tangle, and we start hating people, and we start guerrilla warfare. And guerrilla warfare is simply another negative use of energy. All of the energy of life has to be used properly. The moment it is abused, it becomes dangerous. So we go on a little further into something else, the arts. Every picture that we see has a magnetic field. The fact that it apparently is a work of art on canvas or carved in wood and stone does not affect the fact that any form, every form that is integrated is alive. And every form that is alive because of factors brought together in a certain specific pattern. In the case of a painting, it is the life in a canvas, the life in a frame, the life in each twisted tube, and then the life of the artist. Everything, and the object of the picture, everything is made up of living elements. This idea that everything is dead, that can't run around, is a mistake. Everything is alive that can be seen. A chair is alive because it has a magnetic field, and this magnetic field changes with every chair. And yet there is always this problem of what is right and what is wrong. A good chair will always have a good magnetic field. A chair which we destroy by misuse will be destroyed, and we will suffer in our magnetic field for this act of destruction. Everyone is responsible for the destruction of the mistake that he causes. And in every case, the object of that mistake is either nullified or broken down or discredited in some way. So we go on, we take a little look around and we see pictures. Well, we see the Venus de Milo, the armless wonder, and we wonder if it has any magnetic field. It certainly has. It has magnetic field, and we can revive that field in ourselves every time we think of it. If we've ever seen the picture, that picture's image, or the statue itself, will be with us as long as we live. It's what we do about it is not very much usually, but it's there. It's a fact. And if the picture is good, and the painting is good, and the carving is proper, these all add to the goodness of things. If an artist, however, starts a career of corrupt art, he is damaging his own magnetic field, and he is damaging the magnetic fields of those who approve of what he has done and accept it. That is the reason why the censorship of integrity is important to art, music, and every other field, because it is part of the inevitable laws of life. Incidentally, therefore, where we find hard rock and these things, which are becoming dangerous, our doctors tell us they are dangerous, our neurologists tell us they are dangerous, and all that, but no one has really managed to think why, except noise is unpleasant, or noise is dangerous to small children. The real damage is to the magnetic fields. The magnetic field of the small child can be so badly damaged that it can never really recover. Because if it happens before it has the age of consent, before it reaches up to the point where it chooses its own life, it has to be dependent upon someone. And the person upon whom it is dependent is also damaged if they do not demand integrity. Wherever the integrity is damaged, the one who causes the damage is the primary one who must pay. And if the individual causes his own damage, then he is the one that must pay for it. But the damage is not in the building or in the rock or in the stone.
Right.
It is in the magnetic field. It is in that part of ourselves which we depend upon to maintain our various integrities. Today, neurosis and other emotional ailments are very frequent, and we have to give considerable thought, therefore, to the causes of these things. We look around us and we see a generation which has lost all sense of value because it doesn't even believe in value. It also has been corrupted by the example of a previous generation that has torn down most of the ideals and dreams with which the civilization has been built. The only way we can really get to this would be through a reorganization of our science of energies. We would have to have a full and scientific study of all of the energy fields that are involved in human life. We would have to therefore come to the conclusion that there is no problem in which these fields can be evaded. And as these fields are all essentially right, and the diversion of this to something else is wrong, we then have the basic value of virtue, the basic value of doing it right in the first place, or what we might call a reformation. A reformation is nothing but a reform of the use of available energy. Everything is energy. Atomic bombs are energy. The oil spill in Alaska is energy, waste energy, and abusive energy. All these things. And they all arise from something being wrong in the integrities of life. We have compromised principle by going away from the energy values. So we go back to the individual now, and we find him standing in the midst of his own magnetic field with his structure protected by the constant radiating force of outflowing energy. An outflowing energy that vitalizes everything from the center outward and nourishes the solar system, which is the human body, from the level of the sun, as in astronomy. The ancient astrologers believed that these energy fields originated in man himself, and that the source of all the energy fields in the human body is the heart. That this is the thing from which all else radiates. Therefore, the most dangerous of all corruption is the abuse of love, abuse of friendship, abuse of integrities, abuse of fidelities, and abuse of those things of benevolence, mercy, and compassion which are associated with the heart. As those energies remain firm, the heart radiating out to the circumference of the magnetic field of the body is completely protective. It will be practically impossible for anything to damage it in the area where it is functioning properly. There may be other functions which is not yet perfected, but if the individual is basically honorable, he will be able to perfect these without too much trouble. Actually, however, if these energies are wrong, if the individual begins to hate somebody, or an individual breaks a friendship from selfishness, or an individual breaks his friendship for advantage or gain, for physical or economic gain, immediately this defense is down. The individual who cheats has lowered his defenses against being cheated in his own turn. Everything, if he does an evil, he opens the way for an evil to be done to him, because he has destroyed the magnetic defenses. Now, you can't say where those defenses are or what exactly you understand them, but they are invisible, but they are very real. They are real, and they represent an actual flow of energy. Now, in the Middle Ages, we had magic come into this too.
Give me a second.
And we realized something that is seemingly coming back to us today.
Hey, I'm back. Shit, I had to take a little break. Hey, but we back. Ahem. Yeah. Alright. Hey.
Namely, that inanimate objects have magnetic fields. Therefore, stones, trees, everything we can think of is subject to magnetic existence. And these magnetic existences are radiant. They convey meaning and value in all directions. Therefore, we know why Paracelsus made such a point of certain talismans and things of that nature, because he believes that they had to do with the magnetic field. He lived in Switzerland, where the dew is very heavy, and he put glass plates out on little stands, and on these glass plates at night, under certain positions of the planets and the moon, he gathered the dew, impregnated with the vibrations of the planetary positions at the time of the exposure. These materials he bottled and labeled exactly as he would an ordinary medication. And he gave these to the sick when an ailment arose that required this type of medication. We therefore developed something that was almost the same as a very high degree of homeopathy, where natural remedies derived directly from nature without conditioning of any kind were suitable to correct certain difficulties which might arise from the depletion of natural resources. This is the same as almost every other phase of life. Religion, for example. Every building, every church is a living entity. Every bank is a living entity. Every war office is a living entity. These things are not merely buildings. They are embodiments of attitudes. Everything is alive with the quality for which it was created. The war office is tied to war. The bank is tied to banking. But banking is a living fact. It is the banking that is the real living involvement in the so-called story of banking. These things are all alive. And each one of these, as it comes into life, is born with a certain responsibility. We will say that a young person born into a family is born to help to maintain that family, but protect it, serve it, and serve with it for the completion and perfection of the community. The same is true of a bank. A bank is part of an organization, part of an entity, part of something created for a purpose. Now, if the bank fulfills this purpose honorably, it is then healthy. If, on the other hand, it decides to make an unreasonable profit, if it decides to sacrifice its integrity for the advancement of its own institutional existence, there is trouble. The bank will ultimately go broke. The stock exchange, when it was created to help farmers and merchants to share their goods and make proper and reasonable investments, they all sat together under a tree in the south end of New York. If this institution had remained a benevolent organization of service, it would be still probably very practical and very useful. But instead of being that, it has now become a structure of misuses and abuses. And the result is it is gradually destroying itself. Now, entities. A republic is an entity. It is a magnetic field. An autocracy is a field. A monarchy is a field. A communistic institution is a field. Every one of these organizations use energy. They use it in 1,000 different ways. Political speeches, harangues on the street corners, battles in the alleys and back roads. Everything is involved. And every one of these energy fields that becomes corrupted in any form or in any way is doomed to disaster. Therefore, our code of honor is not based upon the Mosaic Code alone, although that is a very good one. It is actually based upon use and abuse. There is no possibility of an abuse succeeding. It will seem to succeed for a little while. It will succeed in the same way that an abuse of the body will apparently provide the individual with an opportunity to make very serious mistakes. But in the end, the energy fields pay the bill. Every misuse of life responsibility, use of basic materials, the abuse of forests, the abuse of water, the corruption of air, all these things are paid for in magnetic defects. And we are beginning to recognize them now. We are wondering why some of these strange things happen that have been happening in the last few years. Nuclear fission is a great tragedy, not because it simply offends the peace-loving human being, but because it is a misuse, a violent corruption of energy. It is the use of a divine power to injure other people. Therefore, that which lives by the sword must perish by the sword. So our whole morality is a matter of life energies. It is a matter of gradually bringing all our intemperances into patterns of usefulness and creativeness and constructiveness. It is the gradual victory of friendship over animosity. It takes the stranger out of existence and puts the friend in its place. Everything is part of working towards a
Halfway there.
harmonious balance
We halfway there.
of the
yo.
natural resources of the solar power. Everything can be used to advance the common good, but everything that is used to destroy will be destroyed by its own destructiveness within itself. Now, another phase of that is now coming into focus very strongly in the problem of general reformation in human relationships. We have today a problem of marriage, divorce, adoption of children, all these different moral issues. Now we're going to have to finally settle down, and every person will have to decide whether he is going to fulfill his own purposes or whether he is going to obey the laws of nature. If he obeys the laws of nature and understands them, things will be solved. If he keeps on doing as he pleases with no consideration for values or for the rights and purposes of nature, he will be in trouble. Of marriage, divorce, adoption of children, all these different moral issues. Now we're going to have to finally settle down, and every person will have to decide whether he is going to fulfill his own purposes or whether he is going to obey the laws of nature. If he obeys the laws of nature and understands them, things will be solved. If he keeps on doing as he pleases with no consideration for values or for the rights and purposes of nature, he will be in trouble. Everywhere it is energy that must be properly used. Now we have now considerable emphasis upon the creation of new energy symbols. And this is more or less an interesting phase of our problem. The ancients used all kinds of symbolic designs to indicate energy. They had their pentacles and their signs and their symbols and their images, and in metaphysical thinking and philosophical thinking, there was a great emphasis upon meditation and the mantras and mudras of the esoteric doctrines. These are very important. But now comes the question. Meditation is a mood for the distribution of energy. The power of meditation has to do with the use of magnetic energy.
Right.
Therefore, the problem of meditation is very simple. You say to yourself, I want to develop a higher grade or higher level of integrity. Therefore, through meditation and the dedication to the highest principles that I know, I will achieve a great improvement in character. Now this is very good, proper. It's been followed by sadhus and hermits for ages. It has been followed by early Christian monks for nearly 2,000 years. Therefore, there's nothing wrong in meditation. But someone, out of the smartness of something, decided that by meditation he could also accomplish a certain amount of selfish fortune for himself. I know one individual who taught high disciplines for the sake of improving socially, making a wealthy marriage, increasing in business, dominating other people, and he was doing very well with it. One day I got a telephone call from the local hospital. This individual was sick.
Right.
So he went down. I said, well, that seems to be the trouble. It was a woman. She was in tears. She said, you know, all my life, or for many years, I've taught people to think rich, think happy, think healthy, and I am dying of cancer.
Right.
That is, again, a strange kind of poetic justice that seems very cruel. No question about it. But the individual had broken the rules that associate with magnetic energies. The rule of all possession is right use. The use of all esoteric doctrines and disciplines is for the advancement of the common good. And when we start meditating for a fortune or something, we are headed to trouble.
Right.
Because this is contrary to the proper use of magnetic resources. Magnetism is a great field of energy available to all. The price of it is simple. Earn it. You've got to be right, and all the energy of space is available for the right use that you can make of it, and as much as the right use you can understandingly create at the proper time. But the moment the individual becomes selfish or self-centered, the magnetic field of his own body begins to fail. Kilner pointed out that there is great difference in these matters, and other scientists have noted that where selfishness comes into a religious situation, there's always a disappointment. And where we are selfish in marriage, where we are selfish in relationships, we are destroying the defenses of our own magnetic field. Now, actually, there is a certain poeticness in this injustice on these particular problems. The individual who is selfish and abuses the field loses the protection of his own life against the selfishness of others. If he loses his own protection, then the selfishness of others can move in on him. And if he tries to take something from another, he also opens the door for that person or some other person to take something from him. It is reciprocity. Energy is the most important and priceless of all ingredients. It is something that everyone needs and must have. The waste of energy, the abuse of energy, is the abuse of the magnetic fields. The moment they are abused, they fail us. And very often the failure is a kind of poetic justice. It is something that happens that we can't explain. But I think we find it as clearly indicated in the Goethe's line of Faust. It says, how closely
Faust.
fate is linked to virtue, doth never to the fool occur. Had he the wise man's stone, I swear it, the stone had no philosopher. Wherever we have skill, we have knowledge, we have unusual abilities, we have been given good educations, we have been perhaps by good parents advanced in as much morality as possible, and then we go out and immediately sacrifice all that we have gained or has been helped to, we have been helped to have on our own personal selfishness. That means no wise man's stone for us. That means that we will not be able to succeed because we have, in a treasonable manner, perverted that which was our constructive birthright. So we are here today as part of the world of selfish people. We're here today with everybody trying to get theirs before somebody else takes it away from them. We're here in the presence of governments of questionable integrity, products of questionable value, and also another general factor which we must also face. And that is, we are now nearly 5.5, almost 6 billion disillusioned people.
Damn.
We have not much faith in anything. Every day the newspaper helps us to lose what honesty and faith we might have. We can become finally convinced that we live in a completely corrupt world. Therefore we are bewildered, we are intimidated, we are worried, and very often just simply give up and follow the line of least resistance and go down with the rest. Now this isn't really the way it was intended to be. Actually, the bad news that we have has nothing to do with us unless we're part of the bad program. Now you might say it's nicer to imagine a world in which we could all work together. There's no doubt about it, it'd be much better. But until such time, the individual who is trying to be right has got to be careful that he is not infected by a common disillusionment. He cannot afford to say everything is wrong and mean it. He's got to hold inside of himself a realization that principle is the basic value, and that regardless of what happens in the world, he cannot lose sight of protecting his own energy resources, because it might just so happen that he could be one of those who could help to change the course of history. In other words, disillusionment, despair, discouragement, bitterness anger, frustration, all these do nothing to the person against whom they are turned, but they do everything to the individual who uses them.
Right.
Therefore, no matter what we read in the paper, no matter what comes to us over the radio or in television, the individual must retain within himself the realization that there is a great good behind everything, and that that great good will succeed, and that this magnetic field we're talking about, which extends not only through this solar system, but through the entire galaxy, decrees within itself by its own immutable process that evil can never win. We must go through certain travail in connection with it. We have to finally learn to our own satisfaction that we can't do it badly and be well off. But until such time, values never change. Never will we be punished for what somebody else does. Never will we be rewarded for the virtues of others. We must achieve these things ourselves through our own efforts, through our own integrities, and through our own dedications. And all of this is added up in a mysterious bank account, which is called energy, or magnetic resource. It is there to serve us. It is there to serve the individual who does wrong. But if the individual does wrong, the service collapses. And the individual who does wrong finally finds the energy turned back upon himself, and the corruption continues. We must keep this center of consciousness within ourselves in a condition of correctness. In Buddhism, the heart is called the Saptapana, the house or temple with 7 rooms. It is within this temple, as Buddha points out, that the great initiation against the hindrances has to be performed. The individual has to be initiated in his own heart. He must accept as a fact that his own integrity is his only strength, and also that his own honesty is his only wealth. All else is some kind of a delusion, which will ultimately turn back and whip him. So in the quietude and peace of the realization of the immutability of good, the inevitability of right over wrong, the endless and continuous process of redemption going through every area of nature, all things in due time will come back into the peace which they sacrificed when they tried to put self as an individual above universal reality. We should have, I don't see how we have gotten into the state we've gotten into, really. Of course, I do know, but I'm not mentioning it. The real fact of the matter is that as we look around us, there's every reason to know that we live in a beautiful world. We live in a tremendous sphere. And we are already beginning to realize that we're destroying it ourselves. It is not some vast cosmic power that says we have to be selfish, or that puts the profit against principle. These things don't exist in nature. We know that with moderation, with integrity and dedication, we could all live in peace, and another 5 billion could live with us. But the way we are doing, we are sacrificing everything for a bowl of pottage. And if we continue to do this, the energy resources will be reduced. We are worried now about changes taking place in the atmosphere, that the overload that we are throwing against our natural resources is beginning to endanger us. Now we can go under our own skin and see that the same thing is happening inside of us. The overloading of our body with the problems and processes of modern living obviously is going to result in destitution and death. We cannot afford to waste the magnetic field of the body or destroy it any more than we can afford to destroy the one of the earth. If we're going to run out of petroleum someday, we're also going to run out of the ability to recuperate from ailments if we dispose of and waste our recuperative power. The magnetism, which helps digestion, can be destroyed, wasted by corruption. When we take into ourselves dangerous foods, dangerous attitudes, or when we eat with a dangerous mood, we are endangering ourselves. And when the world does these things, the world endangers itself. And we will not be the first civilization, as is said in India, the great mother, the earth, has cast many civilizations from her back. Everything that goes beyond a certain point is destroyed because it breaks up its relation with its energy supply. It no longer is fed primarily by magnetism, because it's magnetism in the food that feeds us, it's magnetism in the air that we breathe, it's magnetism in the earth that grows our vegetables, and it is magnetism in our souls that makes us hope for good. All the things we know, all the things we believe in, are energy dependent. And the use of energy is the most important thing. Why we go on year after year making all kinds of efforts to feel better, be better, or think better, and overlook the one fact that everything that we think and feel and believe depends upon a life principle, an energy resource, a magnetism of the earth itself. And that while this is destroyed or while this is abused, we will have the earth becoming more and more sterile. We have air no longer fit to believe. We will find the energies we have wasted lost to us forever. All these things require just one new concept, and that is that religion is basically the proper use of resource. It is to use the privileges that we have been given for the greater good of all of us. We have been made gardeners in a beautiful garden, and we've let it go to weed. We have been given a beautiful planet, and we subdivided it and sold it for profits.
Damn.
The original purpose was that we should become a wonderful group of human beings working together for the good of each other and the glory of the universe. We are being prepared for a bigger job than we have, but we are flunking the examination at the present moment. We are not doing what we should do. Everything that comes along is measured in profit. Everything that comes along is measured in freedom from responsibility. When energy is something that we must be responsible for, or we will waste it forever, or as long as we can. By the time forever comes, there won't be much energy left. But all this is a lesson in the morality of values. It is a lesson in the fact that we are the keepers in a garden. We are the gardeners in the garden of Allah, as the Muslim calls it. This is a beautiful garden that has been given to us, and we're letting it go to weed. We had a beautiful world with wonderful materials, so we dig under the earth and create materials to create war, death, and destruction. We have little gardens that we could have beautiful times sitting under our own palm tree, but we are fighting to take everybody else's garden away from them. And when we finally find a small plot of land that we might be able to use, we find the real estate agents are priced at 10 times its value.
Right.
All these things are all little things, but they all add up to the loss and waste of magnetic resource. They are the failure of the individual to protect the source of his own life, the source of his own future, and the breaking of the laws and rules by which he must compare his own needs with the needs of others. It is only when we work to protect the toadstool as well as the nation that we can have peace in the world. We must protect the small things, because each of them is a energy resource. The protection of them is against our viewpoint, because we take it for granted that the small should be controlled by the big. That small things, like humble people, are made to be exploited. This is not true. Everything in life is made to be used. Nothing is made to be abused. And the individual who abuses any part of life is contributing to the common cause of destruction. Now, this business of the energy and magnetic resource went on down through to the present time. And now we have a new measurement for it, and that is the development of a large group of electrical devices, by means of which it becomes apparent to us that it is possible for the human being to make use of any energy as he sees fit. Now, the instrument that he has within himself is infinitely more wonderful than any television or any computer can possibly be. We can have a computer do everything, and it is alive. Don't for a minute think it isn't. But it is alive in a field of energy. It has a life, it can propagate itself, it can develop itself, it can grow up, it can grow old, and it can die. Because it is all part of an energy usage. But in all of these usages, let's remember that the individual is humanity's prime asset. The individual is here to grow. And in growing, he grows by helping everything else to grow. The moment he goes into negative competitive relationships with everything else, he destroys himself. So out of a great brotherhood involving potatoes, diamonds, computers, television, music, everything is part of a magnificent harmonic pattern. But the individual has forgotten or neglected to mature his own inner life. He was given religion in the beginning to help him to build an internal life, for religion was nothing but a statement of the rules. It wasn't a doctrine, it was a statement of the laws that have to be obeyed. Man has gradually disobeyed these rules, and now he questions the reality of religion. But he has never been able to prove that the religion was wrong. It was merely inconvenient. It prevented him from being as selfish as he would like to be. This being the case, he's in serious trouble. But out of all of this, we hope, with the coming of the next century, that we're going to find the real basis of our understanding. We're going to discover the good universe, which we have forgotten existed if we ever knew it. We're going to suddenly realize that galaxies and stars and systems in space are not just simply something out there to provide us with energy to run motors with, or that we are going to solve all the problems of nature if we can get a photograph of ourselves standing on Mars. This has nothing to do with it. We're living in a great, beautiful world of cooperating forces, filled with things that want to get together and work together for the common good. And all we can do is make games out of them. Silly games. Games in which we think we're conquering everything by putting something in orbit. That's not at all true. And what really we are looking for is to realize that we conquer or we win or we achieve our goal when we put ourselves in orbit. When we get back again into the rules of the game of life. Serve it as it should be served. Love as it should be loved. Admire the good, protect it, and slowly and quietly outgrow everything that is less. If we can do that, then these resources, these magnetic fields, will supply us with all the energy the world needs for millions of years. It will not be the loss of the energy, but it will be that if we do not make these corrections, we will not be able to draw the energy to ourselves, and that which cuts itself off from life is the dead branch that is cast back into the fire. So out of an understanding of energy and magnetic resources, we go a long way toward solving the present problems. That's it.
That's it. He was buzzing for a minute though. For real. He was going for a while though. We lost anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. Halfway done. Then I get to make another build, like a sharp. What is this? Oh, who's online? The homies is online. What was that? I don't know how to do none of this shit. Cool though. My career. trying to get to this motherfucking level of what? 90 real quick.
Have a great game, man.
Let this shit load up. A little sick, I'll be. Alright, I'm back. I'm still looking for some shit though. So, yeah, I'm still looking for some shit though. Oh, that's not it.
If you've been subscribed,
That's not it. There we go.
today we are going to begin in Alabama.
Hold up.
Subscribers. And just for fun and a long-term goal, if this video gets to 50,000 likes, I will leave my country and do multiple boots on the ground episodes, covering many places in Europe. Liking the video, commenting, and subscribing helps share this information with new people that need to hear it. Now let's begin. All right, it's been about 5 months since we discussed possibly the main point in all of this, and possibly the biggest, clearest giveaway that is given to us through the mainstream narrative. And that is that nearly every major invention, from planes to trains, cars to phones, computers and light bulbs, radios and major sports organizations, everything, the main point in all of this, and possibly the biggest, clearest giveaway that is subscribing helps share this information with new people that need to hear it. Now let's begin. All right, it's been about 5 months since we discussed possibly the main point in all of this, and possibly the biggest, clearest giveaway that is given to us through the mainstream narrative. And that is that nearly every major invention, from planes to trains, cars to phones, computers and light bulbs, radios and major sports organizations, everything was given to us in the last 300 years. They went from cavemen all the way to the society that we know it now, all due to evolution. No, there's a different, much more logical explanation than to think that people were writing letters with duck feathers until us geniuses came around, and we are going to dive way deeper down this truth hole today. This giveaway that is given to us, the main point in all of this, and possibly the biggest, clearest giveaway that is given to us through the mainstream narrative. Many places in Europe. Liking the video, commenting, and subscribing helps share this information with new people that need to hear it. Now let's begin. All right, it's been about 5 months since we discussed possibly the main point in all of this, and possibly the biggest, clearest giveaway that is given to us through the mainstream narrative. And that is that nearly every major invention, from planes to trains, cars to phones, computers and light bulbs, radios and major sports organizations, everything was given to us in the last 300 years. They went from cavemen all the way to the society that we know it now, all due to evolution. No, there's a different, much more logical explanation than to think that people were writing letters with duck feathers until us geniuses came around, and we are going to dive way deeper down this truth hole today. Welcome to episode 38 of my lunch break. I hope you're all having a great day, and if you're new, welcome.
I gotta skip ahead a little bit. Let's see. All right here, I think. Right here. Oh no, after that. Right around here.
Michael Hastings, Jason Brunson, Millicent, Christopher Arrieta, Home Guard Goes Hard, Don Gaston, and Victor Perez. You guys are all awesome and helping this channel out a lot. And for $19.99 a month, you can also be a sponsor of this channel. I'll put that link right in the description below. Thank you. We are told that the USA begins in 1776. Immediately after, 16 years later, we have the stock market open up. And as we have talked about before, and this is where evolution, for whatever reason, finally starts to work for once. And the whole world supposedly becomes so intelligent and starts creating flying craft. We are told that the USA begins in 1776. Victor Perez. You guys are all awesome and helping this channel out a lot. And for $19.99 a month, you can also be a sponsor of this channel. I'll put that link right in the description below. Thank you.
Lunch break.
We are told that the USA begins in 1776.
My lunch break channel is pretty good. No cap, for real.
And helping this channel out a lot. And for $19.99 a month, you can also be a sponsor of this channel. Put that link right in the description below. Thank you. We are told that the USA begins in 1776. Immediately after, 16 years later, we have the stock market open up. And as we have talked about before, and this is where evolution, for whatever reason, finally starts to work for once. And the whole world supposedly becomes so intelligent and starts creating flying crafts and engines and phones, trains, TVs, and the rest of it. This is absolutely insane to believe. Then we have Australia that comes into the picture in 1901. The main issue that we have here is that we have the construction from the past civilization that is sitting here staring at us right in our faces. Buildings that we do not recreate today in 2023. Cities such as Budapest that have a coffee shop, a parliament building, and chocolate museums that look straight out of the movies. We have identified nearly 100 fire stories to this point, where buildings that are said to be built in the 1800s that clearly are from the old world are completely destroyed due to a fire, even though they're mostly made of stone, which is not flammable. This is the beginning of waking up the masses, understanding this massive historical lie, understanding that there was a previous civilization right before us that is no longer here. Where they went or what even took place that removed them from this place is what we want to know. They left all of their structures here for us to see. In my opinion, they left all of their technology, and the individuals who are supposedly so smart and evolution just hit them square in the face never created these things. Henry Ford, Thomas Edison, and on and on. Through my first 37 episodes, you will find hundreds of issues with the narrative. and we're just getting started. They were able to construct the St. Mark's Basilica in 4 years, from 828 to 832, but didn't have a light bulb? Give me a break. They built the inside with candlelight. Oh, and don't forget that it lasts forever. Unlike
crazy.
anything that we build today, even though this was in a time period before they even knew how to make paper. It really is incredible that once you get it, you don't go back to not getting it. You can see it all very clearly in nearly every town in the world. This past civilization had much more technology that we have not been given back yet. We have been given the car back, the train, the plane, the TV and cell phones, the light bulb and computers, internet and power tools. All major movies have been recreated. They know what we like. Refrigerators, cameras, GPS, video games, all of this in the last 300 years.
He's like,
in my
all of
opinion,
this.
like I've said, they have had all of this technology, and this includes AI. I'm starting to find the same narrative too many times, all over the world. I am now leaning towards an AI that most likely created all of these insane, ridiculous narratives. For every one of these buildings, the repetition of the plots and the repetition of characters gives it all away. How long has AI, or more specifically this ChatGPT stuff, really been around? Do you think this is the first time? I definitely do not. We get characters from the East Coast that somehow make it over to Chicago and then over to California within a matter of a 1 to 2 year span, with no articles of them ever existing. Or they were store managers and not architects like we have proven. Or they were in Alaska at the time that they were supposed to be in Texas. In my opinion, it is clear that nobody was ever supposed to actually look into these narratives. If you have used ChatGPT, you will fully understand how simple this would be to create a false narrative using AI. And if we are allowed to use ChatGPT, what kind of AI do you think they have? Even languages are very interesting. Were all these languages developed all over the world to keep us from being able to share valuable information with each other, to better ourselves, and to free ourselves from the insane controlled system? In my opinion, I think that's clear and obvious at this point. And it seems like once we become bored or uninterested in the item, they release the next item of technology that the past civilization already had. This group of people have much more to release, to profit off of, and to use to control the masses and manipulate the minds. We have talked about books in the past and how it is important to have them. If this trend continues for another 100 years, where people use books less and less, at a certain point there will not be any books. If our information is wiped from the computers, what will be left? The answer is nothing. Nothing will be left. And this is how history can easily be rewritten, to trick the next civilization into thinking that they are the first ones, and that cavemen in the 800s built the St. Mark's Basilica in 4 years, and so much more. How have we been so naive for so long? Why are we just waking up to the nonsense as a whole? I said it before and I'll say it again. Once you know the truth, you cannot go back. And who would want to? We are fully investigating the historical nonsense that we have been force-fed. Was Columbus even real? I'm leaning towards no. And the fact that we argue whether he was a good guy or a bad guy is exactly what they want us to do. Once you pick either good or bad, it is actually an acknowledgement that he was real, and you are accepting their nonsense. 1492, nobody named Christopher Columbus sailed the ocean blue. Not in the Pinta, not the Nina, or the Santa Maria. He didn't trick Indians, none of this happened. These are all mind control tactics that are implemented at a very young age. And songs work the best. This is very important for you to understand the game that you're in. Don't be one of their pawns. They use these tactics of admission for many things, not just historical nonsense, but especially current events. Something that is out of your control, that only they can save you from. This is a major card that is played. It installs fear into your mind, and most people become submissive. In my personal opinion, the fact that everything has been given back to us in the last 300 years systematically proves that there is a group of individuals that are controlling this and giving misinformation about the historical narrative. This is not by accident. It's not mathematically possible for there to be no electricity for thousands of years. And out of nowhere, we have all of this technology. And the same goes for the possibility that every house in your neighborhood has been burned to the ground. That's impossible. Yet nearly every old world building holds a fire story in its narrative. And every major city has had a great fire. And are these fires great? Not for us, but I think for them. To destroy all of the past civilization's things. All happening within the last 200 to 300 years. But why lie about the history? Well, why not? You get to hold on to all the power over all the people. You've done it all before. You know how the system works. You've got all the kinks out in the past civilization. Now you get to control the banking system, all technology, the governments, what the people watch, what the people listen to. You control what is acceptable in society. You control what is not acceptable in society. And what is thought of as crazy. Why wouldn't they reset the system and control it all for their advantage? Releasing old world tech to their advantage when there was already free energy. Some people have asked, why would they lie about all of this? When all people should be asking, why wouldn't they lie about this? Do you think that this place that we live is really designed so that we couldn't supply ourselves with food, with energy, with water?
Right.
We are manipulated and in a trance. Do even 1% of people supply themselves with food? Why are we told that the sun, the one thing that creates all life, the one thing that grows the healthiest things in the world to eat and gives vitamins to you, is dangerous and should be avoided? Where did our common sense go? I think now is the time that we find it. Bring it back and take control of our lives again. I have said this many times. This is not just about...
All right, that's good. That's good. Finish this 2K real quick. What the fuck is they doing, man? Halftime? Oh, okay. My bad, my bad. I ain't know. I ain't know, man. I ain't know it was halftime. Hey, looking for more shit. Got him, coach. Damn. Oh, that's not what I was trying to do. Trying to do a fucking fade, post fade. It made me shoot it. A layup. Oh, we got his shit ripped. Get out the corner. There. Oh. Hit that. Hey. He beating him down there. Yeah, free throw line. still can't make free throws though. That should have been a foul. They keep fouling me, yo. Oh, little man. Whoosh. Yeah, we could play unfair then. Footwork. Uh-oh, don't let me start doing that. You're too little. I'm gonna just shoot it anyway. Yeah, he said the same thing. Shit. Bro, will I get here? Hell no. Made it though. That was easy. Who guarded him? Fucking guys, move out of my way. I'm about to say, he up. Got you. Get off me. Oh shit, get off me. How many threes did I make this game? 8? That's pretty good. I might have to change my shot though, because I know this shot is too slow for the fucking park and the wreck and all that. Damn, he getting bullied. Hey, come on. That's crazy, bro. Leave it like that, then sheesh. Sheesh. All right, there we go. Just testing out the pop. Hey, let me get that. Try to jump though a little bit. That's it? Y'all don't want to play no more. They don't want to play no more. Whatever.
With one of the most eye-opening, and I want to thank all of our, and for $19.99 a month, definition of founder is not constructed. It's literally finding a building legally. First, Alabama State, Victor Perez. You guys are all awesome and helping this channel out a lot. And for $19.99 a month, you can also be a sponsor of this channel. I'll put that link right in the description below. Thank you. The original and very first Alabama State Capitol building was designed by Andrew Dexter, one of Montgomery's founders. In episode 35, we proved that the legal definition of founder is not constructed. It's literally finding a building, legally. What else do we have here on this same screen? This episode just started, and we're already getting the nod. The first Montgomery Capitol building, destroyed by fire in 1849, which is the nod. That this is an old world building, but not even close to the craziest part of the story, which is definitely saying something. I love being able to see through the nonsense. Here we go. Remember, this is the 1800s. Can we construct a state capitol building in a year today? No, but in the 1800s, this was simple. Construction of the first Capitol building in Alabama began in 1846 and completed in December of 1847, which means that it was destroyed by a fire in less than 2 years. Can you see how insane this sounds? So in this insane timeline, we are in the year of 1849. Our brand new state capitol somehow burns down. Nobody has any clue how, and we don't need to talk about that, of course. We have no idea where these materials came from to construct it in a year. And we have no idea who built it or how many men. Apparently, this information doesn't matter because every single person in the 1800s were master builders and never made a single mistake. Having 6 composite columns and a bunch of other incredible features that you can read here, all built in less than a year and then gone to a fire. Remember, I don't believe that there was actually a fire. In my opinion, based on years of research, this is simply a nod to their group, that the current Capitol building is from the old world. Now let's continue. The first Capitol building burned to the ground, and the ruins were cleared up in a few short months. All gone and ready for a new Capitol building. Very easy. How long will this one take to build? Do we already have the designs ready? A construction team picked out? Do we know where the materials are going to come from?
Everything's ready to go.
The logistics are simple 200 years ago. No, they weren't. This is unbelievable what we are reading. The current Capitol building was built from 1850, and in 1851, it was done. Do we remember what we just read?
That's crazy.
March 1850, They were still cleaning up the first one. Do you know what kind of planning needs to go into constructing a state capitol building? Why has this absolute nonsense been widely accepted for so long? And of course, these characters are from all over the place to explain these narratives. Going back to episode 38, where I showed how easy it is for ChatGPT to do this exact thing. This is a clear case of an AI-generated story. First, we are given Stephen Button from Philadelphia. Mr. Button just comes down to Alabama and knocks out a building in a year, and then gets out of town. Yeah, right. Then we are given Barachius Holt, all the way from Maine. So they come from all over the place. And Barachius was even better than the last guy, getting this one done even faster. Strange. The supposed second Capitol building also had 6 columns, just like the first one. Again, in my opinion, that is the same building. The pictures of the first one are not even real. Look at it. It's a drawing. This is classic fairy tale stories for adults. Once you know, you don't go back to thinking that some guy named Button built the state capitol in a year and then burns it down that night. And a new one goes up a week later. All because they know a guy in Maine. 1 year to build this. And wow, does that clock look out of place? What was there before? What might be behind that clock? I would love to know. And is it now time to move north into Ottawa, Canada? Because we have the Notre Dame Cathedral. That looks like it has some explaining to do. Okay, so the USA was established in 1776, and we have covered that in the last episode.
Right.
Why, on the main page of this Notre Dame Cathedral, why are they telling us that the USA is trying to invade anyone in 1775? Whoops. This is already off to a bad start for them. Okay, so let's really get into this story and shred it. Remember, we are on their website. There should be no debate about this story. So let's begin. A new piece of land is given to the church in 1832. A small wooden church is built. Fine, they mention that it's small and not made of stone, granite, or marble like normal. I'll let it slide for being built in a year. Okay, they need a stone church 6 years later. And they mentioned that they want it built similar to the St. Patrick's Church in Quebec City in 1831, giving us another building to investigate. Thank you for that. So in 1841, construction begins. They get their cornerstone blessed. Sounds good so far. Building the new building around the old wooden chapel? Strange. So they need to move the wooden chapel to a new location on the other side of the street. What? Okay, so it's moved over there. And right after that, 4 years later, what do you know? It's burned to the ground by a fire.
It's burned to the ground. Oh my God.
The nod that this is another old world building. Just needed to squeeze the fire story in there really quick. It's strange if you go on another website. We are told that it was only 2 years later. So who's lying? So to explain why the current church is so massive, here we go. We have a change of plans. The population is getting too big. Let's make this thing even bigger. And of course, that is approved. Why wouldn't it be approved in 1843? This is simple stuff 200 years ago, with horses and wagons. Very simple. Oh wait, what is this? Another change of plans, of course. This is no common style church. It will be a Gothic style. So in 1845, they changed that up to make it uncommon. A year later, the walls and the roof are completed. Nice of them to admit that they weren't working in the winter months, which nearly every other narrative ignores. In fact, this is actually the first time that I have read a narrative that actually acknowledges this. So please remember this for the future. When we see a narrative that tells us that they completed a building in less than 12 months when the temperatures are freezing. So in 1847, this thing is done. And I need to cover this because this is so ridiculous. In 1878, we are told that this guy designs this himself and calls on a team of craftsmen and carpenters and sculptors. The same men then worked on the Parliament buildings. Most of them men live nearby. Most of them men. All right. So them men got the job done in the 1800s. No problem. So we are all aware of the Notre Dame Basilica in Paris that caught fire in 2019. But what's going on here gets really deep. So Ottawa has one too, which we just covered, with its own fire story. But so did Quebec, Canada. On December 22nd, 1922, it went up in flames as well. For the second time. This time getting the job done.
Every time.
The first time it was on fire was in 1759 in the Battle of Quebec. Are we not convinced yet that these buildings are from the old world? The mainstream narrative is not foundationally sound. Why are there massive holes that allow for these insane structures to be built with ridiculous narratives that do not give us factual evidence, such as where the materials came from, how many workers, which school did they learn this incredible architecture work and construction, and why did they know how to do this all over the world? And why are we unable to reconstruct one of them today, anywhere in the world? Oh yeah, and they last forever. And remember that fires do not burn stone. So someone must have destroyed this one in Quebec with more than a fire. And why are they telling us these lies? That there were a few badly singed stone walls. This is incredible. We are all aware that stone does not burn from fires now. These narratives are no longer acceptable. The lie is over. Now that we know we're being lied to, we can go deeper and find the truth. Don't forget that there are a bunch of brand new t-shirts.
Alright, yo, don't forget to get some t-shirts and shit. On some real shit though, I'm about to try to play a couple more, maybe 1 or 2 more games, because I'm trying to get this 90 real quick. Let's see how much I gotta play. Come on, man, I should have made that. Terrible fucking shot release. I'm gonna make that though. That's LeBron James shit right there. Give me that, boy. Fuck you thought this is, Jimmy Butler? Been waiting for a steal. Look at that pass. Look at that pass. Don't double team me, bro. Stay back. Guard your man. Bam. 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 Alright, I gotta make that. I keep missing those. That's just on me. That's why I said I gotta get a faster shot, because I'm shooting it too fast. What the fuck? Oh. Almost. I got bailed out. Holy shit. Come on. That 2 times I'm wide open, I fucking shoot it too fast. Jimmy Butler with the Jimmy Buckets. Alright, I did what I wanted, but I didn't make the shot, so. And then I let them back in the game by not playing defense. Goddamn white boy. What is his name? I can't remember his name. Showtime. Oh, halftime. Yo. I was like, what does that say? Showtime. Whoa. What? Yeah. You bitch, you. Almost sneezed. How you say sneezed? I don't know. Whatever. You get me. Alright. That was a good little blinder shot, though. I ain't gonna lie. Well, stop. Oh. Get off him. He cooking, boy. No. Hey. Both of them too late. Kevin Love working the youngsters. Hey! But no way they was getting that. D. Rosen. Bro. There we go. Nice little bounce pass. Jimmy Butler, don't do it. You better shoot it yourself. Too easy. That was a good shot. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Another one. Put up the score. Hey! And one. Damn. God, I can't even make the fucking and one. Gordon free throws patched. .44 points. A little too far. Could have got closer to the line, huh? Or even a two. Lean them two. Too easy. Free throw line. There we go. That's what I gotta do. As soon as I reach, bro. That was about to be nice, though. Help. Almost. Oh, hell no. Bam. Got the rebound on everybody. Hey. I was about to say, switch it up. Alright, I'm still shooting it too long. That's it. I just gotta do it like that every time. Good, I don't want to guard Jimmy Butler anyway. Get off me. 52. Did I ask to sim out? Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, ask to sim out. Yeah, fuck that. Beating him too bad. Kobe. Oh, one more game. One more game and I should have it, huh? Hey. One more game, bro. That shit close. One more game and I should have it. I'll be right back. Hey, I'm almost to the level that we set our goal for today. So let's go ahead and play this last one. I'm probably gonna play more, but I mean, my career at least. I just wanted to get my rebirth build done or whatever, or at least available before I start doing all this other shit, you know what I mean? But we shall see what the future holds. You dig? Hold on, man. All right, let's get playing a good game now. Even though, oh, it's same team? What is this, the fucking playoffs? Oh. Oh. That's too easy for me. I gotta get some coffee after this, too. Maybe I can upgrade my defense after this a little bit, too. And I can go play rec or park or something, I think. Shooting that thing. Damn, moving screen. Come on, Bam. What up, bro? Why is this nigga all up on me like this, bro? Oh. Fuck, I'm tired. What, did he just go out of bounds? I should have shot the ball then. He ain't gonna do that shit. They only got 2, we only got 5. Yeah, we there, we there. He trapped. Hey! Let's go. 94 feet, come on. Oh, hell nah. I jumped too soon, though. I don't want to guard Jimmy Butler. Double team him. Oh. Got him. I need to put my steal up, definitely. Jimmy Butler guarded me. Oh, too easy. And one. Went straight to the front of the rim. There we go. Now we back. I can see it now. There we go. That's green. Trying to get through this game quick. Get some more coffee and shit. Come back. That's easy. Jimmy Butler. Three from the corner. Why you leaving him, bro? Stupid. Bang. Puts it in. I ain't trying to foul nobody right now. Skirt. Okay. All right. Can't do that then, huh? At least we did it quick. Let's go. A skirt? Oh. Oh. I didn't hold it long enough. Slightly too early. Let's go. Run it up. That's got to be in there. Nope. Nope, it's just a no. right, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Hey, wait, come here, come here, come here. Hey, hey, hey. Chill out, chill out, chill out. All right. All right, oh. Oh, I'm still on fire and I'm blowing it, doing dumb shit. All right, fuck it. We up. I gotta lock it back in now. Hey. That was a good shot. I was trying to play some straight up defense, but I got cooked. Ooh. 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 Oh no, he didn't. Now that was nasty. Hold on, bro. I gotta look at that again. Bro came down court with the hold on. What the fuck is going on? Alright. I just wanna be on him, huh? There we go. This nigga shimmy twice and hit the three right in front of him. Yank. Yank. Bodied him a little bit. A little bit. That's nasty. Too close. I'm over here getting too carried away now, trying to get still. I tell you, I gotta play fundamental. Oh, he got it. I ain't trying to foul. But they called a timeout anyway. I should have fouled. Coach is like, bro, what are you doing? I'm leading us to victory. That's what I'm doing, bro. So what build should I make? Ooh. Ooh. Oh no, is it getting crazy? I need a faster jump shot though. Could somebody tell me what the fastest jump shot I can use? I need the fastest jump shot. Hey. This ain't no point guard though. Oh, that's a block. I could have helped. Staying right here, bro. Yeah. Oh man, move. We'll let Bam shoot it, but you gotta get the rebound now. That's crazy. Oh, get the steal, bro. Get dunked on this shit, bro. He make it look stupid. Let's go. I'm just playing my career, trying to get this motherfucking 90 real quick. Trying to learn how to dribble, learn the fundamentals of the game again. The new features, the floor spacing, whatever it is. Figuring it out. Yeah, I definitely need a faster shot. What are they doing? Get the rebound. 6 seconds. No, don't pass it to the corner. I don't know. I was gonna try to shoot it. Shoot or shoot, you know what I'm saying? I was gonna shoot my shot. They ain't give me no chance. Halftime, and then we're gonna be level 90. Then, like I said, man, I don't know. I might play this shit some more, or play Starfield. I don't know. I mean, might play Park or Rec. I don't know. Might get back on late. I'm probably gonna get back on later anyway. Eat some food. You know what I'm saying? Walk around. I'm getting old, man. Some proper ergonomics. Go stretch. Be healthy, generally speaking. You know? Oh, come on, bro. Bitch ass nigga gotta step up. Alright. How about that? Oh, come on. I thought I was gonna make it too. Hey, we going all the way. Move out the way. That's my fault for even trying to goddamn dunk it. I need to just shoot. Stop playing. Oh, shit. Got me up. We back. Oh. Holy shit. Oh. Just got all the way to my spot. And got what I want. You know what I'm saying? That was a good play. It just didn't work. Oh. Hey. Hold on. Gotcha. Wide open. And you break. I did too, though. Alright, he going crazy now. But you gotta get back on defense, though, bro. That's a cool layup, though. Damn, that's on me. That's why I can't reach, but he choked. Uh-oh, DeRozan down the middle. Oh, come on, bro. Oh, he got me up with the little hezzy. He missed it, though. $1 million move, but a 10-cent finish. You know what I'm saying? Uh-oh. Oh, come on. From deep, too. Over love. Let's go, 2 minutes. There we go. Don't reach, man. I ain't reach. They took me out. Motherfucker. How much takeover I'm gonna have when I come back? 70. See, that's why I ain't gonna fuck with my career no more after this. They got me fucked up. I didn't put the meter up, and then they're gonna take it away. Hey, that's what I'm gonna do from now on, nigga. Kobe. God damn. Pressed the motherfucker way too soon. Hey. Tell you that's all I'm doing from now on. Ain't no need to go into the rim. Fuck it. Hey. Let's go. Hey. Fuck y'all. Get open, get open. Am I level 90 yet? Trap team, yeah, that's what I'm talking about, boy. The game got some real defense this year. I like it. No cap for real. I just wanted to see if I can catch a shoot from that far. My three ain't that high with this guy. All right, let's go. Let's go. Oh. Hey, get off me. Come on, man. That's me. Whatever. Next play, next play. I got it. Let's go. Oh, hold on. Too easy, man. Going crazy, man. Uh-oh. Hey, get that shit out of here, bitch. If you don't get that motherfucking shit out of here. Yeah, definitely come up stronger than that in the motherfucking paint, man. Aw, come on, man. I got 58 points, bro. Still trying to play. Oh, that's steal. I ain't getting back. I'll sim out this motherfucker right now, bitch. Hold on, bro. Chill. Man, chill, bro. Act like he good and shit. Oh. Almost. Bad shot selection. I ain't want to do that anyway. I was trying to pump fake. To be honest. That's it. 60-point game for the 90. Oh. Hey. 62. I gave him the little hezzy though. Hold on. I know I'm wasting time though. Fuck y'all. That skip. Then I said, wait, oh, gave him a hezzy and left. Yeesh. The hezzy is release on turbo. We just release it and then go again. Hey, people gonna be abusing that shit. I can already tell. Maybe that's why they put it on turbo, so you can't abuse it or something. But we'll see. The 2K community always finds a way to cheat the game. So on that note, I'll be right back. I'll probably be back in like 30-45 minutes or something. You know what I'm saying? But in the meantime, in between time, I'll holler at you motherfuckers. Peace.